Do you feel like he's ever been self-conscious about him having Down syndrome?
It's possible. I went through a time not knowing if Zachary was ever going to really have a bigger vocabulary or talk.
Oh my God.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Congrats. Proud of you. I was overwhelmed with just happiness and gratitude.
My man,
I mean,
sky's the limit for you.
days.
Proud of you. I love you so much.
I am I.
Welcome back to Love Out of Chaos with the Valentines. I'm Patrick Valentine.
Lucky pie time.
And I'm Linda, Mama Valentine.
It is the season finale, episode 21.
Yeah.
Season finale. Ooh, 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 ooh,
Congratulations. You are truly a podcaster.
Look at you,
Yeah.
bro. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
You did that.
Yeah.
You did that. You did that. We did that. My man.
So proud of you. All of you.
Sorry. My fault. Are you ready to get into today's episode?
Yeah.
And with that,
It's a beautiful chaos.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Amidst all the chaos, we have come to the end of the season with episode 21. It's
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I think it's been a journey, a lot of learning moments about obviously doing a podcast,
Right.
but about ourselves, about myself, about you, about Zachary. We didn't know everything that we've talked about amongst each other. And so I think that's a beautiful moment. It went by so fast too.
It did.
It felt like it was just yesterday. We were trying to get you on camera for the first time. Look at you. This is your 21st
I was a nervous
episode.
wreck. It's nice to look back
Yeah.
and see that growth. I mean, even for Zachary, for yourself, it's always a journey when we start something new.
Mm-hmm.
And this podcast for me is very telling of the patience that we need to cultivate, with Zachary and the changes. Both of us didn't know how he was really going to adapt. And I'd like to sort of just go into that a little bit and what it was like for you and for me and for Zachary and what we, our perspectives.
Yeah.
Because that is a journey. Every time there's this pivotal change for him,
You never know where it's going.
you don't know it's going. You don't know if it's
Mm-hmm.
going to, as most families, face sometimes with someone with a disability, as with Zachary. This was a big change for him. It was really far from Valentine Brothers channel, what we've done from the very beginning.
Yeah, because Valentine Brothers, we are always on the go, on the move. There's not necessarily usually stay in one place.
Right.
And if we did stay in one place, it would be for 5 minutes max. Usually food involved.
Always food involved.
And
Always
so
on to the next
this
thing.
obviously he didn't follow that. He didn't always sit down. He got up, shook his booty a couple times, gave me a noogie a couple times. So he definitely embodied the chaos.
Right.
And that's him, right? He's gonna be himself. I think for me, it was nice to kind of show a different side, a different conversations that many people don't know about, right? So that was pretty nice.
We did touch on a lot of, unknown topics. Again, watching Zachary just take time to embrace this space.
Mm-hmm.
I always talk about that repetition and how important it is for him, that I know at some given point he will see that repetition and embrace it or not.
Because he even likes watching himself now.
He
He'd be
does.
like, "Oh, that's me." He's
And
like,
he loved the
"A microphone."
mic, the whole
He's like, "Ooh,
microphone.
the gold microphone." And so again, you could tell he really enjoyed it and enjoys it. There's still certain elements
Yeah,
that
'cause it
he's still
was-
getting used
Yeah.
to, right?
I think when we first started, we weren't sure how he was going to like adapt to these little segments. And which is why we do the Crocs for him, because he loves his Crocs, and why we do the challenges with him, because he loves those challenges. And as time goes, my hope is that he will continue to have more moments in the podcast, because it's hard for you and I to have that conversation when he's here, like those deep conversations, those details conversations.
He doesn't really care about the deep
Because
conversations.
he doesn't. He
Let's be
doesn't.
real.
That's, I wanted to make sure we wanted to share that with everyone to understand, how it's developed for us.
Mhm.
Because most often people don't get to see the behind the scenes and everything that entails, and everything the patience it takes with Zachary. And
I think it goes back to something we've said many times in past episodes of allowing Zach to thrive how he wants to thrive, and allowing him to be himself, right? He isn't someone that has necessarily those deep conversations or want those deep conversations right now of, oh, well, like, what was it like growing up with this? And like, tell me about your feelings in this regards. He's not interested. He's like,
if there isn't food
the girls,
involved,
the food,
or
next.
the girls, or some challenge. And again, that's why.
The chaos.
The chaos.
He loves the chaos.
Yeah.
And so seeing different challenges in different ways that he's thrived. And I think we've learned even about him more, right? It's like, oh, he wasn't a fan of that. I thought he would be.
Right.
And it's always trial and error. And because
he lets us know.
Yeah, he lets us know. He lets us know. And again, we have been advocates and said it most of the time of, you're never gonna 100% make him happy, make someone in your life with Down syndrome happy, or it's gonna be 100% positive and 100% all these great moments. Like, there's all these moments intertwined in it of, oh, I messed up. Oh, we messed up. That we didn't put him in a place to succeed. Let's adapt and try again next time and do better.
I think that's why that's important. It's important to share this too, is because it happens all the time.
Right.
I know it's always happened, with me and Zachary when I'm either trying to share something new. He may not be fully in a place to receive it right away. But when we adapt, when we change, when we figure out what is it that's not making him really happy, or what areas does he absolutely love, so we can do more of that, or we can encourage him. And for every time we do adapt, not only do you and I learn, but he also sees that we're willing to help him through it and change. Because one thing that I absolutely love is that he never wants to give up.
Yeah.
No matter how difficult, or if something just made him upset and he just had a meltdown, he always wants to bounce back and be like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. He never wants to give up, no matter what we've ever done. I know he says, I quit, I'm out, but that's just him being silly and fun. And
because then he'll come back either the next day or even the next 5 minutes and be like, okay, I'm ready
now.
I'm
ready. Yeah. Because he does enjoy it. He does find happiness seeing himself.
A sense of pride.
Like I've said before, it takes patience and love and understanding. And I think if you're ever in a place where you feel you want to give up because things are not falling into a
perfect situation.
Exactly. That don't give up. Keep trying. You'll know when to say, okay, I don't think this is going to work out, but we've had an entire season. This is our 21st episode of challenges and adapting and just excited that there'll be season 2. And I'm sure we'll have new challenges, different,
New things we're going to learn
yeah.
about ourselves, about each other, about Zachary. And that's part of life.
Yeah.
It's always adapting, learning, growing. And so
We shared
I
a
look
lot.
forward to it.
Yeah, me too. We shared a lot.
Yeah. How did it feel for you? Because obviously this is the first time you're officially on camera. How did it feel for you going from episode 1 to episode 21 now?
Looking back, like I said.
Yeah.
Day 1, I think I was working so much on all the details of the podcast, and I really wanted to see it come to life. And I wanted to, nothing's ever perfect, but you have this idea of how perfect you want it to be, right? Mm-hmm. And I know right when I sat in this chair, the nerves got the best of me. It really did that. Because I'm always working on sets. I'm always working behind the lens. I'm always, taking care of those details when we're filming. But sitting here on the chair, it just took me to a different place. I realized that I couldn't go out, I couldn't leave this chair and go behind that camera.
Like the camera's following me now.
And right, it's so different than looking at the camera, and because I'm so accustomed to making those adjustments and changes. So let's do this instead. Yeah. So I'm sitting here looking at things, wanting to adjust, wanting to change. And I'm thinking, I have to sit here and I can't really move. And it was just different. How I feel today, like we said, I've learned a lot. I remember what it was and what it felt like being in front of the camera, because it wasn't a foreign place to be, but it had been so long. And I think once after episodes, after each episode, I started feeling more comfortable.
Yeah, I saw that. And you did fantastic. You did really great. And I'm so proud of you for going outside that comfort zone and growing and sharing your journey. I know it's helped a lot of parents, a lot of mothers, a lot of people that have a lot of questions. And I think your journey has provided a lot of peace to people. Yeah. So I appreciate you coming on and sharing your journey and continue to share your journey.
Yeah, there's still so much to share. Knowing just, it's hard to believe, again, just 21 episodes and how much we shared. And the reason why we decided to do a season with 21 episodes, because the number 21 is very special to us. It's related to trisomy 21. And, you'll see that we use the number 21 often, and it just made perfect sense. We told an entire story with 21 episodes, and can't wait for the next 21 episodes.
And season next 21 2. After that, and next 21 after that. It's just going to continue. And so this doesn't mean it's the end.
It's not the end. I think it's just really...
It's truly the beginning.
The realization that it's just the beginning. Mm-hmm. And we just hope to continue to tell our stories next season. We're going to really dive deep into the TikTok and social media and how that changed our lives, where it all started, why and how, and there is just so much to uncover. But I think that's going to be so exciting, because that's what everybody really got to know the Valentine brothers from, is the social media, TikTok. And that's going to be really fun. And Zachary, I think it's going to be just a different level of excitement, because he's been so proud to watch his videos.
He has.
Film his videos. And that has been a long journey. really fun, long journey. So I can't wait to get into that with you and Zachary and ask you both all these questions because we're really turning the tables a little bit more on you guys and from a different perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited.
We're really thankful for all the comments and the support that we've had this season. And I wanted to sort of just share with our viewers some of these questions that we've had through the season. And I think
answer some of them.
And answered some of them. And
yeah, so the first one that I saw is for you, Mom. What was the emotions like when Zach said his first words after such a long time and massive journey that you and your family were on? And they also put a note. He's sure making up for the talking now.
He is. Let me tell you, he really is. I was just talking about this to someone the other day, and I went through a time not knowing if Zachary was ever going to really have a bigger vocabulary or talk, because he did say little words like more and yes and mom, but that was really the extent of his vocabulary.
Yeah.
And he never really would ask for much. So it was exciting. I saw just so much. I felt I had so much hope that was only the beginning of what was to come. I just remember that as soon as he started realizing that he can ask for more, whether it's to go out to eat somewhere, I think he started building that confidence. And I just felt a real desire to help him more. I was so excited. And because you don't know, you're on this journey of a complete unknown. And I thought, he knows, he understands. All these years, he's just been receiving information, right? It was all the input going in. And I was overwhelmed with just happiness and gratitude, because even if he had 2-word sentences, he was understanding how to properly put them together.
Yeah.
Even the I want more. And that was pivotal for me. I wanted to know what I can do. And I just dove deep into more research of how I can help him at home, whether it was just working more with him. But it was pivotal. I had so many more hopes and dreams for him. And I just always say, don't give up hope. Find ways for your child to communicate even more, and just know that they are receiving the information.
Yeah,
anything
they're
you teach
and everyone's
them,
yeah,
right? But sometimes you don't know that.
Yeah.
Right? As a parent who has never been around someone with a disability, you don't realize that there is a lot going on there, and in their mind and their thinking and their processing. And as the vocabulary just started coming in, I realized, wow, he has been absorbing for years so much.
Yeah.
So
he's definitely made it up.
He has made up for it.
He's made up for it.
I can't even tell you how much he's made up for it. And I'm happy.
It's so great seeing his growth and seeing where he was and where he is today. And
sometimes I forget.
Only comparing like himself to himself, to Zachary to Zachary, right? Like not to anyone else. It's just like seeing him. And it's really a beautiful thing.
Sometimes I forget and I realize, wow, he has so much to share, so much to say, so much ideas, and he's very creative. But it's just an exciting moment.
Yeah. Okay, so the next question. Does Zach ever dislike or feel self-conscious about his Down syndrome being talked about or being the focus of conversation? And it's kind of a multiple part question, I guess there, right? The first part, the center of conversation, absolutely not. He loves being the center of conversation. The 99% of the time, he loves being the center of conversation.
It varies. And I understand what you're saying. And I think for the most part, I would agree. But I have come to certain situations where he knows we're having a conversation about him. And he will say, stop. I know it probably hasn't happened with you around, but it has happened with me. Like, stop, don't say that. And it could be in relation to Down syndrome. It can be in relation to something educational, where I realize that not only is he paying attention, but he's very in tune to what's happening in that conversation. I've had moments, far and few, but I can say that yes,
I've never had that moment.
on a lighthearted moment and happy and but no, when you're having maybe a potential deep conversation about Down syndrome and he may be in the other room, he's paying attention, he's listening, and not always have I come to realize that. I think those moments that occurred, I realized that's different. It was a learning moment for me. It was a very teachable learning moment for me.
To the point, do you feel like he's ever been self-conscious about him having Down syndrome?
It's possible. I can't say for certain.
Yeah.
I think in those really far and few moments, it made me think and question his level of understanding. Because when we are around our community and others with Down syndrome, he's aware.
Yeah.
And even if I have those conversations with him, Zachary, you have Down syndrome and this is what it is. I'm not certain because there isn't a dialogue with him.
Yeah.
I'm not really certain as to what he understands. But when he is around others with Down syndrome, he knows.
Yeah.
His face says it all. And
and he says like me too, just like me. Yeah. Those phrases. And so I don't know if self-conscious would be the correct term, because again, it's possible. I think we've all experienced being self-conscious within an identity at one point potentially, and that usually comes from negative perceptions. I'm not sure if that's ever really happened with Zach, but I know he's aware that he has Down syndrome.
He's aware.
Yeah.
And he's, for those who don't know, he's also autistic. So, you know, having Down syndrome and being autistic, having that dual diagnosis, you know, there are other challenges.
There's some differences
and challenges.
One of the last comments on here was, has anyone ever noticed that in every episode, I'm not complaining, but Patrick and Mama Valentine has soothing voices? I don't know. They're always so calm. I love that about this family.
What do you think about that?
I've never heard in my, I appreciate it. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. But I have never been told I have a soothing voice. So,
or that you're calm?
I'm calm. Okay. Most of the time. Sometimes.
I think during the podcast, I can hear you. I think your voice.
I know you do. You do, yeah. For sure. That's a given. But yeah,
I've had people tell me that all the time. Like your voice is soothing, and but I do. I think it's different, right? Watching you doing videos, your voice is different as opposed to being here in the podcast. But thank you for that comment, and I agree. I think your voice comes off soothing when we're having these conversations and these deep conversations. I agree.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Calming.
But yeah, It's the first of that compliment I've ever gotten, so it's nice. It's nice.
It is nice.
Let us know in the comments more questions you may have of either myself or my mom or Zachary or all of us. We're happy to answer and talk about some of the things like you all truly have like comments and questions about. There's no question that we want to have an open dialogue with you all and want to be a source of information if possible. So let it rip, let the questions rip, let the comments rip, whatever you got.
Thank you.
Let us
Thank
know.
you
And thank you
for-
so much.
Yeah. And just thank you for being with us on this journey. And the support that we've received has been wonderful. And we just want to continue to inspire others and listen to also your stories. Share your stories. Let us know what journey you've taken and where are you today. I think it's important to tell our stories.
Absolutely.
And this is why we're doing the podcast. And
your story matters.
your story matters. So looking back on the entire season, Patrick, what are some highlights for you? What stands out for you the most?
I think Zachary as a whole, I think seeing him become more and more comfortable, like with the microphone, talking to a microphone from that beginning to now, I think it's just amazing. I always love to see him grow from the first video to the next. The other one is seeing you. Like you said, you were very, very nervous that first episode.
I was.
Now you just seem calm. Literally, people saying you have a soothing voice, soothing, relaxing voice. But I remember that first episode, right before we said action, it was.
I did.
I was like,
I
"You
couldn't
good?"
breathe. I don't think I took a breath during the entire episode, but
Your eyes bulged a little. It was.
yeah, I look
We've
back.
all been
Yeah.
there. We've all been
Yeah.
there. Maybe except Zachary. But I remember my first time I was on camera doing a video. Yeah, you. But from that to now, I think is a incredible journey to be a part of. And so thank you for allowing me to be a part of that journey, and Zachary allowing me to be part of that journey as well. I would say that's my biggest highlight. What about you?
I think watching everything come together from the very beginning, and creating the space for us, how it has evolved into, I think, a podcast that neither you or I really understood or even imagined. We had a vision.
Right.
We talked about at the beginning. I had a vision, even just with the details of it all. I think that has been one of the highlights to see, right? You have to take that step, right? And I know it was a long time coming for us. And once we took that step, from there to now, I think that highlight is encompassing for me. Just to see, and I mean, just to watch you too, because this is a different side of you that no one's ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And also with Zachary. And with that, also the dynamic that we have here now. I don't think we really realized. I know I didn't, because I was not accustomed to being in front of the
course.
camera.
Again, it goes back to like it's just been all a learning experience.
It has.
I think to envision something how it's going to be, or we thought it was going to be, or
Right.
should be, whatever, it never works out that way in our life. We think it's going to operate one way for whatever reason.
And just also
then it's
watch,
also different.
Yeah, no, it is.
It
And just
always is.
also watching Zachary, how he adapts to certain things and says, no, you do it this way. 'Cause, that moment of like, it's a beautiful chaos. He just enjoys it. He loves it. Okay, do it, Mom,
Yeah.
And so it's funny to watch because it's just that repetition and that highlight for him, or when we're introducing ourselves, right? Those are things that he has almost directed,
Yeah.
right? He's like, okay, Patrick, you do this, and then it's me, and then
He has his
Mom.
routine of
So
it, right?
it's those have been part of the highlights. Watching that growth, watching your growth, feeling more comfortable, watching it all just evolve and become what it's becoming now. And I can't wait to see what season 2 has in store for us.
More to come.
Yeah.
Mr. Zachary Valentine,
What?
it is celebration time. It is woo woo party time, party. Okay, he's just going in for the. But look, we got nothing but cake. The question is, what kind of celebration are you gonna have?
What's
Are you
the
gonna?
challenge?
It's a challenge.
What's the challenge?
What's the challenge?
What's the challenge? You have a challenge for him?
The challenge today? The challenge today is how long can you look at those cupcakes and not eat them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what
Okay.
a challenge.
And not eat them, sir. So we are talking about some of our favorite moments. Zach, what's been your favorite moment of the season? He's looking at the red velvet. We got
Cupcakes.
chocolate. You got the red velvet?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think he's gonna last very long on this challenge. There's a Reese's one. There's a chocolate chip one. There is a confetti one. Mom wants red too. Red velvet. Look at this. Look, I got the chocolate.
Congratulations. He knows.
He knows. Congrats. He knows. Oh my goodness is right, sir. But it's last to eat it.
Okay,
Cheers,
cheers.
guys.
Let's just eat it. Let's just eat it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
No hand.
Oh, I have to take it out.
Here we go.
Oh my God.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Congrats. Proud of you.
Proud of you, man.
He's going in.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let me catch up.
Maybe I was the first to finish eating it.
Whoa.
That was the challenge.
That was the challenge?
These are so good.
They really are.
Those guys.
I got to read this one.
He's like, I love the chaos. Cupcake chaos.
Wow. Whoa.
They are wow.
Zach,
What?
I don't have a challenge today because, sometimes you just got to celebrate and you celebrate with cupcakes. And I think that's enough for us. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am so proud of you. You did amazing this season. You did 21 episodes. 21. 21. Aren't you
That's
proud
the
of
magic
yourself?
number.
That's the magic number. Look at you, bro. My man,
I mean,
sky's the limit for you.
days.
Proud of you. I love you so much.
I am my.
Congrats. Valentine's on 3. 1,
Ready?
2, 3. Valentine's.
Valentine's.
Yeah.
You're the best.
You're the best.
You're the best.
You're the best. You're the best. Mr. Zachary Valentine.
What?
What Crocs are you wearing today?
Cross. Charlie. Go.
You got the shiny gold Crocs. Okay. We know. He has worn these Crocs before, but we felt like it was festive. It was
Appropriate.
It was needed.
It was appropriate.
It was needed. Because
Today was the day.
It's so glittery. It's so shiny. It is Zachary's dancing shoes. It is celebration time.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Zach,
Oh, yeah.
these are your celebration Crocs, though, huh?
Yeah.
These-
Thanks.
Oh, plus, bro. Oh, plus. These are Zach's celebration Crocs. So anytime we have to celebrate, you're probably going to see the gold Crocs. Let's be real. And they look amazing.
Those are special.
No,
I love
no.
those.
Tell me.
You must. Public house must.
Let us know if you want some beautiful chaos merch.
He's really, what's the word?
Embodied.
No.
Gung ho.
No.
Fist pump.
No.
If you just keep pumping your fists in
No.
the air, we're not going to be able to understand exactly what you're saying. Yeah. Nice words. There we go. He's ready.
Words are hard sometimes.
Zach, I love the fit.
Yeah.
It is fit for a celebration.
Yeah, man.
I respect it, bro.
You look golden.
You always golden in our hearts. And he got shot.
Oh, pues.
Ay, ay, ay.
I just come along for the ride. It's not my world. It's your world. I just live in it.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, that's a very true statement. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all just living in Zach's world, huh?
What the hell? I'm kidding you.
Ay, 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 bro.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, pues.
Oh, pues.
Key goal.
And stay gold. Always stay gold.
Yeah.
My man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
What the hell?
As we wrap up the end of this episode and
And
end
the
of the
season.
season,
Yeah.
what would be, I guess, the overarching or one moment, the golden moment of season 1?
I think the love and support that we've received,
Mm-hmm.
not only from the crew that's here working with us and supporting us, but, you know, from viewers and family and friends. And I don't think we would have this space without really knowing that there's a story to share.
Yeah.
And people to inspire us, because it's sort of a two-way street for me. You know, I'm in a place hoping that I can inspire others. And while we're doing this, I realize how many people inspire me, even through the comment section, you know. For Zachary, I know it's hard to choose one.
Yeah.
It really is hard to choose one.
I get it.
But it's just looking how far we've come. And I feel like I say this over and over again. I probably do. But it's that feeling of that you're doing something, that you know that you're sharing parts of you, that it's just making a difference.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. I love that golden moment. I think mine is related to doing it. And what I mean by that is this wouldn't have been possible without us at the beginning with doing Valentine Brothers. It wouldn't have been possible without our family dynamic. It wouldn't be possible without the crew that we have, the amazing people by our side. It wouldn't be possible without our community. And so I think that's just like this like golden moment is like so simple of like, we did it. And we're going to continue to do it. But like, we did it. Because I think the hardest part about anything in life sometimes is just starting. The start could sometimes be one of the hardest things for whatever reason. And again, we've obviously experienced that with starting the podcast.
For many reasons.
For many reasons.
Right.
And us starting and doing it wouldn't have been possible without all these people around us. And so it's like an accomplishment, like obviously that we did, but it feels like all of our accomplishments, like our community, our friends, family by our side through all of it. It just feels like a big accomplishment.
Because there's that purpose, there's that reason, there's that greater, you know, you feel like there's just a greater value to everything that we're doing.
We started it and we did it and we're continuing to do it. I think is that golden moment.
So congratulations.
Yeah. Congrats to all of you. Congrats to us.
And thank you to all of you.
Yeah.
And a little sad, that's our last golden moment of the season.
But it's okay. Yeah. Season 2, right around the corner. Thank you all for watching Love Out of Chaos with the Valentines. I'm Patrick Valentine.
Lucky Valentine.
Yeah. And I'm Linda, Mama Valentine.
Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, follow us on all platforms. Give this video a 100 chaos, a lot, as always.
Yeah, bring the chaos on, right?
Yeah.
Lots of chaos.
Another chaos.
More chaos.
Give the thumbs up for more chaos. Let us know in the comments what questions you have. Let us know your own stories. We want to hear from you all.
Tell us what you thought about this entire season, and what were the highlights for you? What do you want? More on the calendar. We want more episodes on the calendar. What you'd like to see in the future. We still have so much to share with you. We can't wait for season 2. So much more to come.
And with that, it's a
beautiful chaos.